The Giants won a blowout in their previous game against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the former Giant, Odell Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Beckham, 76 yards. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. From the 6. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. From the 10. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here comes Peppers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run for it with Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, powering his way forward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Miller, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. It's a run with Akers. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's able to find Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Back to throw again. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zaven Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
A 56-yard attempt.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. First down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. All right. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of...
And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll set up a throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning is Peppers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin with a run by Barkley. Five yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually A quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on second. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Isaiah Simmons in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense. They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Gets this to Waller, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. It's a run with Akers, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Eagles. Darren Waller, 76 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Finding Harry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just went.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Harry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,